John had always been self-conscious about his deep voice. As a child, his classmates would tease him and call him the giant with the deep voice. But as he grew older, John learned to embrace his unique voice, and he discovered that it could be a powerful tool. One day, while walking through the city, John heard a woman screaming for help. He quickly ran towards the sound and found a group of men attempting to rob her. John's deep voice boomed out as he commanded the men to stop, and they froze in their tracks. With his commanding voice, John was able to convince the robbers to leave the woman alone and back away slowly. The woman thanked John, grateful for his intervention. From that day on, John knew that he had a responsibility to use his voice for good. He became a vigilante, patrolling the streets and using his deep voice to intimidate criminals and stop them in their tracks. John's reputation spread throughout the city, and soon, people began to seek him out for help. His deep voice became a symbol of hope and justice, and he gained a loyal following of supporters. But one day, John encountered a powerful gang leader who was immune to his voice. The man laughed at John's attempts to intimidate him and threatened to harm innocent people if John didn't back down. John was at a loss. His voice, once his greatest weapon, was useless against this man, but he refused to give up. He spent weeks training his body and mind, honing his fighting skills and learning new techniques. Finally, the day came for John to face the gang leader again. He walked into the man's lair, his deep voice booming out as he challenged the leader to a fight. The two engaged in a fierce battle, trading blows and taunts. In the end, John emerged victorious. He used his deep voice to call out to the other members of the gang, convincing them to turn on their leader and surrender. The city rejoiced, grateful for the hero with the deep voice who had saved them from a powerful criminal organization. John continued to use his voice for good, patrolling the streets and keeping the city safe. And though he still faced challenges and obstacles, he knew that his deep voice would always be his greatest weapon.